This is Bumbry, and we are back with a video. Having just reached level 21 yesterday, I decided to upgrade my control room to level 9. So in this video, let's take a look at the different things that are available for you to purchase that you didn't have before control room level 9. Jumping straight in, first we have another long corridor. We've seen in previous videos that the long corridor is great for specializing very quickly, so we can have a business room, for example, and it can hold large things like chemists, or if we wanted to specialize with the security room, it can hold large things like guard posts, and allows you to stack those bonuses on top of each other. If you didn't know, all of the specializations from each room apply to all of the characters within the rooms, or all of the resource producing equipment in those rooms. For example, this guard post has 24% extra health and extra damage because I have this room specialized, this room specialized, this room specialized, and this room specialized. They all stack together for every single one of these characters, giving you a massive push against your enemy attackers. So probably what I'll end up doing, all this to say, probably what I'll end up doing is I will most likely stick this in tandem with these other ones as an additional security corridor. And we'll take a look at why that is towards the end of this video, based on some other things that I can add in the security arena. Next, I have a safe that I have already purchased. It's here. It's a level 1. Why would you want another safe if you're not maxing out your vault capacity and you're not maxing out your cash ever? Here's the logic behind that. The safe, the 3 safes I have here, all of my cash gets distributed between the 3 of them. They also take a long time for the attacking troops to drill through, of course, unless they've got a demolitions man, but it still takes some time. And the logic is, if you can slow down the attacking enemy troops, and or you have your troops hiding behind a safe, for example, using it as cover, you are giving yourself more time on defense, which therefore keeps them, hopefully, from getting to your vault in time. So that's the logic there. I'm pretty excited about that. The other thing, we did get another sandbag, or excuse me, another barricade, which made me happy because now I can use those 2 crates that I had there. I can use those 2 crates elsewhere for defensive purposes of my sentries. A few other things we have, of course, another trophy case, so we now have 3 trophy cases available to us, and a few things that I haven't purchased, and these are the ones I am most excited about. We will get back to security. I want to end with security. Let's go straight into luxury. Ignore the armchair. I just don't have a reason to put an armchair. This is actually from 1 or 2 upgrades ago. It takes up space and it only adds 1 luxury point, and I really don't like it on defense. I'd rather use a crate or something like that. So anyway, that's why that's there. The wet bar is great. It has 800 health. It holds 7,500 respect in it, kind of like a miniature trophy case, if you will, but it generates 300 respect an hour and gives you 35 luxury points. So this one is great for sticking in one of these long corridors, or along a wall. It's a little more slender than something like the hot tub, which of course the hot tub is bringing in more of that respect. So it's kind of a little bit more like a pool table. And the pool table is bringing in less. So we want to, of course, put this somewhere where it will be utilized very well, i.e. we want to put it in a luxury specific room so that it can get the extra perks from that. Moving on to security, we are given a security trap door. I already have one, and in a future video, we'll actually look at how we can use the security trap door, or excuse me, security door trap. But if you're not familiar, what it does, all of the troops from the attacking forces or my forces, they can walk back and forth through this passageway until the enemy supervillain walks through. Then the door slams shut, possibly killing whoever's underneath, which is great. And look at its health, 3,000 health. So what I've got going on for the one I have installed already, if the enemy wants to send their supervillain to try to clear things out up here, as soon as he walks through the security door, it slams behind him, leaving all of his other troops on this side. They have to continue to kill all of these enemies and then get through the security door, which is, by the way, 3,000 health. And then by then, hopefully, my troops in here have done a significant amount of damage to the enemy supervillain. So I kind of don't like the setup I have right now. It's just kind of arbitrarily put there as I'm redesigning everything with this update. But that's the logic behind using the security door trap. And we will, of course, look at how we can use 2 of them most effectively. And very last, I left the Enforcer for the very last because I'm most excited about him. This is what my next video will be talking about, is my attempt to get enough cash to get him, first of all, and then the video after that will be how to place and use the Enforcer. But very briefly, he has a massive amount of health. He does a massive amount of damage. I don't like the fact that he only gives you 35 security points to whatever room you put him in, but he is very cool in that he responds to threats in adjacent rooms. So much like the Looney bin, if this door was missing here, the Looney bin would respond to problems going on in this room. They would actually it wouldn't, because of course they're barricaded, but if they had a direct line of sight they could get through, they're going to walk into the next room and they're going to deal with any sort of problems arising in adjacent rooms. It's the same with the Enforcer, except he does amazing damage for a mobile troop that can go from room to room. So probably what I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up using my long corridor in tandem with the Looney bin and the Enforcer, so that no matter which of these 2 rooms at the top people are trying to attack or get into, I have someone immediately responding to that threat. Let me know in the comments below what you are most excited to see from this Control Room Level 9 update. As always, this has been Bunbury. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in future videos soon.